I'm 79 years old, and I've spent 40 New Year's Eves writing the same promises to myself. Lose weight, be better, try harder. Every single year, the same ritual. New journal, new pen, new hope, but the same empty feeling by February. I didn't fail at change. I failed at being honest about why I never changed. And that dishonesty cost me decades. I was the woman who always started over. Every January 1st, every Monday morning, every birthday, I lost the same 30 pounds 6 times. I bought the same self-help books 3 years in a row. I started journaling in 14 different notebooks. I joined the gym 4 times in 1 decade. Each time felt different. Each time felt like this was finally it. I told myself I was committed. I told my friends I was finally ready. I even believed it. The kitchen counter on New Year's Day looked like a commitment. New vitamins, new planner, new gym bag by the door, running shoes that still had the tags on them. I'd take a photo of it all. Look at how ready I am. But by February, the vitamins were still sealed. The planner had 3 entries. The gym bag had dust on it. The running shoes went back in the closet. Do you recognize yourself yet? Because I'm not special. This isn't just my pattern. This is millions of us. We're so good at starting. We're terrible at continuing. Last January 1st, I woke up alone. My husband had been gone for 2 years. My daughter was with her own family, hours away. I sat at the kitchen table with my coffee and my new planner, the planner I'd ordered in December. I opened it to write my goals. I picked up my pen, and I started crying, not gentle tears, sobbing, not because I was sad, because I was angry, furious, actually. I'd written these same goals at 39, at 49, at 59, at 69, and now at 79. The handwriting was different, shakier now. But the words were identical. Lose weight, be more present, read more books, travel somewhere new, learn to say no. Who am I without my annual reset? That's when I understood. My life wasn't empty because I lacked motivation. It was empty because I'd never taken up space in it. I'd spent 40 years living in the future, in the version of myself I was about to become. I'd never actually lived as the person I already was. The lie is that motivation will save you. New year, new you, fresh start, clean slate. Society sells us the restart like it's a cure. But I never asked myself why I kept needing to restart. I never asked what I was running from. I told myself, this time will be different. This time I'm serious. This time I'll follow through. But the voice in my head knew the truth. You won't. You never do. You like the idea more than the work. And the real cost wasn't the money on planners and gym memberships. The cost was 40 years of pretending effort was enough. 40 years of feeling like I was about to change. 40 years of never actually living differently. 40 years of waiting to start my real life. The life where I was thin enough, disciplined enough, good enough. But that life never came because I was always preparing for it instead of living it. The truth is this: motivation is a feeling. It comes and goes like weather. Honesty is a decision. It stays if you choose it. And I'd spent 4 decades choosing the feeling because the feeling was easier. The feeling didn't require me to look at why I was stuck. But trying isn't the same as doing, and feeling motivated isn't the same as being honest. My friend Linda and I used to make resolutions together every year. We'd meet for coffee on January 2nd. We'd compare our lists. This is our year, we'd say. Linda's list was always the same. Write more, travel more, say no more. She wanted to write a book about her grandmother. She wanted to visit Scotland. She wanted to stop saying yes to every committee. She had a beautiful leather journal. She bought it in Italy 20 years ago. She carried it everywhere. I asked her once how much she'd written in it. She smiled, that sad smile. Then she opened it. There were 4 entries, all from different Januaries, all starting with, "This year I will." She laughed, but her eyes weren't laughing. "I keep thinking I'll start," she said, "when things calm down." But things never calmed down. Linda died 3 years ago. She was 76. She never wrote her book. She never took that trip to Scotland. She never said no. Her daughter gave me the journal after the funeral. Do you know what I found on the last page? A list, dated January 1st, the year she died. Same goals, weaker handwriting. Linda didn't lack motivation. She lacked the courage to be honest about what she actually wanted. She wanted to write, but she was terrified of failing. She wanted to travel, but she was scared to go alone. She wanted to say no, but she was afraid people wouldn't love her. So she kept restarting. She kept promising. She kept waiting, and time ran out. Last year, I didn't make resolutions. I made confessions. First confession, I don't actually want to lose weight for health. I want to feel worthy of being seen. I've been telling myself for 40 years that I'd start living when I lost weight. I'd buy nice clothes when I was thinner. I'd go to the beach when I looked better. I'd feel confident when the scale said the right number. But the truth is, I wanted the weight loss to prove I was disciplined, to prove I was in control, to prove I was worth looking at. So I stopped dieting. I stopped weighing myself every morning and hating what I saw. I started wearing clothes I'd been saving for when I'm thinner. The nice blouses, the colorful dresses. It was terrifying, but it was also the truth. This is my body. This is my life. I don't have time to wait anymore. Second confession, I don't want to be busy. I want to feel important. For years, I packed my calendar, volunteering at the library, serving on the church committee, running the neighborhood book club. I told myself I was being helpful. I told myself I was needed. But the truth is, I was terrified of being forgotten. I was scared that if I stopped doing things for people, they'd stop calling. So I quit volunteering at 3 organizations. I kept one, the library, the one I actually cared about. People were disappointed. I didn't apologize. I said, I can't anymore, and I let that be enough. Third confession, I don't want motivation. I want permission. Permission to want less. Permission to rest. Permission to stop performing transformation. So I stopped buying self-help books. I stopped following influencers who told me I needed to be optimizing every moment. I stopped pretending I was about to become someone else. The fear was real. Who am I if I'm not trying to improve? But slowly, something changed. I started to return to myself. Not the self I thought I should be, the self I actually am. I started spending mornings sitting with my coffee. I started reading books I actually enjoyed. I started saying, I don't want to, instead of making up excuses. And something unexpected happened. I started changing, not because I was trying to, but because I was finally honest enough to see what needed to change. Here's what nobody tells you about motivation. It's not real change. It's borrowed energy. It runs out. It feels powerful in the moment. But motivation is emotion, and emotions fade. Here's what nobody tells you about resolutions. They're often lies we tell ourselves to avoid deeper questions. Why do you keep promising to lose weight? Is it really about health, or is it about worthiness? Why do you keep promising to be more productive? Is it really about goals, or is it about proving you matter? Here's what nobody tells you about starting over. If you keep starting over, you never actually start. Starting over feels like progress, but if you do it every week, every month, every year, you're just spinning. You're not moving forward. You're resetting to zero. Over and over and over. I didn't fail at change. I failed at being honest about why I never changed. I didn't need more motivation. I needed to face what I was afraid of. I needed to admit what I actually wanted. And here's the part that still shocks me. The moment I stopped trying to be motivated, I started actually changing. The moment I stopped making resolutions, I started living differently. Not dramatically, not all at once, but honestly. I'm 79. I don't know how many January 1st I have left, maybe 5, maybe 1, but I know this. The calendar doesn't care if you're ready. Every new year you spend rewriting the same goals. Every Monday you spend starting over. Every birthday you spend promising yourself this time will be different. Gone, 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 gone. Time doesn't wait for you to get honest with yourself. It just runs out. And one day you'll be holding a journal like Linda's, full of beginnings, empty of endings. Not because you didn't try, but because you were never honest about what you were trying to do. If this landed, please like this video. Not because it made you feel good, not because it motivated you, because it made you feel something true, something real. Share this with your mother, your sister, your daughter, the woman in your life who keeps starting over but never moves forward. The woman who has 14 journals and 3 gym memberships. The woman who's still waiting for the right time. Subscribe to this channel if you're done with motivation and ready for honesty. If you're ready to stop performing change and start living. And leave a comment answering this question. What resolution have you been rewriting for years? Be honest, not inspirational, not hopeful, honest. I'll read every answer. Not for me, for you, for the woman who still thinks she has time. Time doesn't wait, but the truth does. It waits for you to be brave enough to face it.